way forward. But why? Why means it's like this. Can I tell you a story once again? I did not hear appropriate noises for the previous story. Once upon a time,
there was a potato farmer,
there was a potato farmer.
and one day he wanted to eat mangoes.
One day he wanted to
So
eat
he went
mangoes.
searching for a mango tree,
So he went
and he
searching
found
for a mango
the
tree.
right tree.
And he found a mango
And
tree,
he
the right tree.
wanted to eat mangoes.
And he
But
wanted to eat
out of
mangoes.
sheer
But
habit,
out of
started
sheer
digging the
habit,
ground for mangoes.
he started digging
Because
the
he's a
ground
potato
for
farmer.
mangoes because he's a potato farmer.
And he dug a little bit. When
And he
found
dug
no
a little
mangoes,
bit.
he became very
When he
furious.
found no
He dug
mangoes, he
furiously.
became furious and he dug
And as
furiously.
he dug furiously,
And
slowly
as
the
he
tree
dug
came down
furiously,
upon him.
slowly
This is
the
the story
tree
of
came
humanity.
down upon him. This is the story of humanity.
In pursuit of happiness,
In pursuit of
well-being,
happiness, in pursuit of
see whether you
well-being,
are joyful or miserable in your life
see
at any
whether
given
you are
moment.
joyful or
Did this
miserable
happen
in your
within you,
life at any
or did
given
it happen
moment.
around you?
Did this happen within you or
Hello?
did this happen around you?
Always within you. Pain and pleasure happens within us. Joy and misery happens within us.
Happens
Agony and
within us,
ecstasy happens
joy
within us.
and misery
Anything that ever
happens within
happens
us,
only
agony
happens
and
within us
ecstasy
because
happens within us.
human
Anything
experience
that
is
ever happens
manufactured
only
within us.
happens within us
So
because
something that is
human
created
experience
within
is
us,
manufactured
if we
within
search
us.
outside,
If we
inevitably
search
it will be a
outside,
disaster.
inevitably it will
When I
be
was in
a
United States,
disaster.
somebody was telling me,
When I
see,
was in
someone
United
has
States,
found
somebody was telling me
300
someone has
planets just
found
like Earth, a
300
few million
planets
light
just
years
like
away,
Earth,
and
a
some
few
of these
million
planets
light
are
years
10 times
away.
the size
Some
of
of
planet
these
Earth.
planets are
They
10
want to go
times
there.
the
I said,
size
all
of
the best
planet
for you,
Earth.
you
They
must
want
leave
to
it.
go there. I said, all the best, you must
It's a
leave.
few million light years away.
It's a few
But
million light
I
years
told them,
away.
see,
But
even if we
I
find
told them,
8 billion
see,
planets and give
even if you
one
find
planet to
8
each one of
billion
them,
planets and give
I'm not
one
saying
planet to
one
each one
planet
of
for
them,
husband and wife. Each
I'm not
one
saying
planet.
one planet for husband and wife, one
If you
planet for
give
each
8
one of
billion
them. Even
planets
if
to
you
the 8
give
billion
8
people on
billion
this planet,
planets to the 8 billion
as
people
long
on
as
this
they're in
planet,
pursuit of
as
happiness, in
long
about
as they are
100
in
years, they'll
pursuit of
destroy all
happiness,
the 8
in
billion
about
planets.
100 years,
Yes or no?
they will destroy all the 8 billion
Because
planets.
you're
Yes or
searching
no?
for something in the
Because
wrong place.
you are searching for
If you're
something
seeking
in the wrong
happiness, you must
place.
turn inward.
If
If
you're
you're
seeking
seeking peace, you
happiness,
must
you
turn
must turn
inward.
inward. If you're
Any human
seeking peace, you
experience,
must
you
turn
have to fix
inward.
it from
Any
within.
human experience, you must
External
fix it
things
from
will
within.
create comfort and
External
conveniences
things
for us.
will
To what
create
extent we
comfort
wish
and
to do, we
conveniences
should
for
do it.
us. To
But
what
right
extent we
now,
wish to do, we
in
should do
pursuit of
it.
happiness,
But right
that we
now,
are in
it is in
compulsive
pursuit
action.
of happiness
Once we
that
have
we are
become
in
human beings,
compulsive
we need to
action.
understand
Once we've
we are
become
the
human
flower of
beings, we need to
evolution. We are the
understand
peak
we are the
of
flower
evolution on
of
this planet at
evolution.
least.
We are the
I
peak
don't
of
know about those
evolution on
300
this
planets,
planet
what
at
kind of
least.
people are
I
there,
don't know about
and
those
what they will do to
300
you if you
planets,
go
what
there.
kind of people are there,
Who knows?
and what they will do to you if you go there.
So,
Who knows?
this is the peak of evolution,
So,
but human beings
this
are
is the
not
peak
feeling
of
top of the world at
evolution,
all,
but human
unfortunately,
beings are not feeling
because
the top of the
they have
world
been
at all,
given an intelligence
unfortunately,
which
because
they don't
they've
know how
been
to
given
handle.
an intelligence which they don't know how
See,
to handle.
right now people are talking
See,
about
right
stress,
now, people are talking
anxiety,
about stress,
tension, this,
anxiety,
that, that. I
tension,
was
this,
in
that.
conversation with
I was in
a few
conversation with
top
a few
British psychiatrists.
top
They were
British
saying that there are
psychiatrists.
72
They were
categories
saying
of
that there are 72 categories of
psychological ailments.
psychological
I said,
ailments.
what are they? They were telling me many
And I
things, but one
said,
thing
what
really
are
stuck
they?
in my
They were
mind.
telling me
They said, one
many
is
things. One
compulsive
thing stuck
nose
in my
picking.
mind. One is compulsive nose
That is
picking.
also a psychological ailment.
That
Nose
is
picking.
also a
How is that?
psychological ailment, nose picking. How is that?
So anything becomes compulsive,
So
becomes sickness.
anything becomes
So right now,
compulsive,
in
becomes a
pursuit of
sickness.
happiness, what is here, if you pursue outside, you will naturally
What is
become
here, if you
compulsive.
pursue outside,
Once
you
you
will
have the
naturally become
intelligence of a human
compulsive.
being,
Once you
compulsiveness
have
is
the
a dangerous
intelligence of a
process.
human being,
Once you
compulsiveness is a
acquire
dangerous
the
process.
intelligence of being human, you must become
Once you
conscious.
acquire
There's
the
simply no other
intelligence
way.
of being human, you must become conscious. There's simply
See,
no other way.
for every other
See,
creature,
for every other
nature
creature,
has given
nature has given
things like this, you know. They are born in
things
such
like
a way
this, you know.
that
They are born
90%
in
of their
such a
life
way,
is fixed by nature. only 10% latitude for individual
that
creatures to
90%
do
of
their own
life
thing.
is fixed by
But with
nature.
a human
Only
being,
10%
only
latitude
10% is
for
fixed.
individual creatures to do
90% is
their own
left to
thing. But
you
for human beings, only
because
10%
you
is
come
fixed, 90%
reasonably
is left to
unformed.
you.
You
Because
have
you
to make
come
yourself
reasonably
into who you
unformed,
are.
you have to
And
make
you are the
yourself
only
into who
creature
you
on
are.
this planet who is
And
being
you are the only
referred to
creature on this
as
planet who
a
is being
being.
referred to
We
as a
don't
being.
call an
We
elephant
don't call
being,
an
a
elephant
tiger
being.
being,
We don't call a
being,
tiger being,
grasshopper. No,
an ant
only
being,
you are called a
grasshopper.
being
No, only
because
you are
you are
called a
supposed to
being,
know how to be.
because you are
If you
supposed
knew
to know
how to
how to
be,
be.
if
If
you
you
right
knew how
now
to
know
be,
how to be,
if you
would you
right
keep
now know
yourself
how to be,
blissful
would
or
you keep
miserable?
yourself blissful or miserable?
See, when I ask a question, whether you say yes,
When I
no, or
ask
your
you a
mum,
question whether
I'm
you
going to
say
bless you.
yes, no, or your
Blissful or
mum,
miserable?
I'm going to bless you. Blissful or
See,
miserable?
what you want for yourself is very clear. Highest
What you
level of
want for
pleasantness for
yourself is
yourself.
very clear.
Sometimes what you
Highest
want for
level
your
of
neighbor may
pleasantness
be
for yourself.
debatable, but
Sometimes what you want for
what
your
you
neighbor
want
may
for
be
yourself is
debatable,
highest level of
but what you
pleasantness.
want
What
for
does pleasantness
yourself is the
mean?
highest level of
If
pleasantness.
this body
What does
becomes pleasant,
pleasantness mean?
we call this
If this
health.
body becomes
You want it?
pleasant, we call this health.
I'm
Do you
blessing
want
you,
it?
yes, no, mum.
I'm blessing you, yes, no, mum.
If this body becomes very pleasant,
If
we
this
call it
body
pleasure.
becomes very pleasant, we call it pleasure.
If this mind becomes pleasant, we call it
If
peace.
this mind becomes pleasant, we call it peace.
If it becomes very pleasant, we call it joy.
If it becomes very pleasant, we call this joy.
If our emotions become pleasant,
If
we
our
call this
emotions
love.
become pleasant, we call this love.
If it becomes very pleasant, we call
If
it
it becomes
compassion.
very pleasant, we
If
call
our
it
very life
compassion.
energies become pleasant,
If
we
our
call it
very life
blissfulness.
energies become pleasant,
If
we
it
call
becomes
this
very
blissfulness.
pleasant, we
If it
call it
becomes very
ecstasy.
pleasant, we call
If
this
our
ecstasy.
surroundings become pleasant,
But
we call
if
this
our
success.
surroundings become pleasant, we call this success.
Only to make your surroundings pleasant, you
Only
need the
to make your
cooperation of
surroundings
people and
pleasant, you
forces
need the
around you.
cooperation of people
Because
and
making the
forces around you.
surroundings pleasant is
Because
not
making the
completely
surroundings
yours.
pleasant
There are
is
other
not
people,
completely
there are other
yours.
forces,
There are other
times in
people,
which
there
we
are other
exist,
forces, there are
situations.
times in which we exist, there
But
are
to
various
make this body
situations.
pleasant,
But to
this
make this
mind
body
pleasant,
pleasant,
this emotion
this
pleasant,
mind
and these
pleasant,
energies pleasant,
this emotion
is
pleasant, and
100% your business.
and
Hello?
these emotions and energies pleasant is
Well,
100% your
this
business.
is one aspect of yoga, that
This
who
is
you
one
are
aspect of
right now,
yoga,
how you are,
that
is
who
determined
you
by
are
you,
right
not
now,
by
how you
somebody
are,
else.
is
Because
determined by you.
if somebody tries to determine what you
Because
can wear, what you can
if
eat, where
somebody
you can sit, where you cannot sit, you will say, am I a slave? But if somebody can
decides
decide
what you can wear,
whether you are
what you can
happy or
eat,
unhappy, are you not a horrible slave? Hello?
I think
Somebody
we can stop.
decide whether you're pleasant
Can we
or
stop?
unpleasant. Is this not slavery? This is the worst form of slavery, but most people have succumbed to it most of the time. Because today it is happening. Is it time to fly? Just happening. I'm in downwind, that's the problem. Even so-called spiritual leaders are going about saying, peace of mind is the highest goal in your life. Such people will only rest in peace. Because if you have to enjoy your dinner tonight, even if you're not bursting with joy, at least you must be peaceful. Hello? If you want to enjoy the company of somebody who's sitting next to you, even if you're not dripping love, at least you must be peaceful. If you want to just enjoy the breeze and walk, at least you must be peaceful. So is peace a fundamental requirement in your life or the ultimate goal of your life? So this happened, I was to speak in Tel Aviv, not on this trip, a few years ago. I was flying out of Atlanta and I was to land there late morning and speak at 6:30 in the evening, but I ended up landing there at 6 p.m. because of some delays in the flight. Then I had only 25–30 minutes and I have this problem that I have in these 40 years, nearly 40 years now, a few months away from 40, I've never been late to a single event. So I don't want to break my reputation, so I quickly change in the airport and try rushing, and I'm famished. I'm super hungry because I'm flying an American airline, there's nothing edible on that plane. So I'm really hungry, but there's no time, so I rushed. Then I went, this doesn't happen to me at all. On that day, I was speaking in a very, a very popular restaurant. This doesn't happen to me at all. But when you're that hungry, it's just the right place, the venue. It was a popular restaurant. Restaurants are popular for many reasons. Some are popular because of the food, some are popular because of the ambience, some are popular because of the conversations that happen here. So this restaurant is popular because the most intelligent conversations in Tel Aviv happen in this restaurant, not in the parliament. It's the same there also. So, I went in and people were already coming in and they were greeting me, and one man came and said, "Shalom." I asked, "What does it mean?" He said, "It is the highest way of greeting." I said, "That's your opinion. What does it mean?" He said, "No, really, this is the highest way of greeting." I said, "All right, what does the word mean?" He said, "It means peace." I said, "Why would peace be the highest way of greeting unless you're born in Middle East? In South India, in the morning somebody comes up to me and says, 'Peace.' I'll say, 'What's wrong with you?' I'm saying anything that you're deprived of, if you deprive yourself of something for long enough, then suddenly you think it's divine. Today if you say peace, people say divine peace. If you say joy, if you say bliss, they say divine bliss. If you say love, they say God is love. These are all things that human beings are capable of. Hello? Human beings are capable of being peaceful, blissful, loving. If they allow themselves to be, they're capable. But all the miserable people are busy exporting all this to heaven. Anything you say, it's all up there. I think the very idea that there is a better place to live than this is a crime. Hello? That there is somewhere else a better place than this is a crime. This crime has led us to this place that we destroy this, planning to go somewhere else to a better place, whether it's another planet that somebody is talking about, or a virtual space that you call as heaven, or whatever you want to call it. The moment you think this is not where life is, real life is somewhere else, then you are a disaster here. This we must change. This is why the Save Soil movement is under the Conscious Planet banner, because what we need is a conscious human being. Once you have attained to this level of intelligence, it's very important you're conscious, otherwise human intelligence is becoming a problem. Tell me, in principle, should intelligence be a problem or a solution? It's always a solution, it is the only solution. But unfortunately, human intelligence is becoming a problem because you're wielding it unconsciously. I'll ask you one more question, yes or no, it's up to you, I'm going to bless. Would you like to have a sharp intelligence or a blunt one? So once you have a sharp instrument in your hand, how you move your hand, how you hold it, which way you hold it, all these things become very important, yes or no? Why we do not give a knife to a child's hand is not because knife is dangerous, nor is a child dangerous. It is just that a child's hand is not steady enough and he is not conscious enough. He may do this and he may harm himself or he may harm somebody. So right now, this is all that's happening. You know, there is a issue, this is an evolutionary issue, it's not your fault. This is an evolutionary issue because genetic scientists are saying the DNA difference between you and a chimpanzee is only 1.23%. 1.23% is not much of a difference, isn't it? Hello? Physiologically, that is how close you are to a chimpanzee, just 1.23%. But in terms of your intelligence and awareness, you're worlds apart from a chimpanzee, and this is your problem. You have an intelligence for which you don't have a stable enough base. Today being, International Day of Yoga, I must remind you, there is a way to create a stable chemistry, stable physiology where it will highlight your intelligence, that it works for you and the well-being of this being and every being. This is what intelligence should do. Right now it works against you. You may call it stress, you may call it anxiety, you may call it whatever, no speaking if you want to call it. But essentially, your intelligence is working against you. This one thing you must do in your life. Whatever else you do or you do not do, this one thing you must do, that in your life, you are never the problem. Hello? There are many issues around you, we will deal with it to the best of our capabilities, but I am not the issue in my life. Can you make this happen for yourself? This one thing you must do. You yourself are never the issue, but for most human beings, they are the issue. Their own thoughts, their own emotions are messing them up so badly. You're getting serious, huh? This happened. On a certain day, a lady went to sleep. I don't hear any appropriate noises. A lady went to sleep. In her sleep, she had a dream. In her dream, she saw a hunk of a man standing there and staring at her. Then he started coming closer and closer and closer. He came so close that she could even feel his breath, and she trembled, not in fear. And then she asked, "What will you do to me?" The man said, "Well, lady, it's your dream." What's happening in your head is your dream. It must happen the way you want it, hello? Life may not be happening the way you want it. At least your dream should happen the way you want it. Your thought, your emotion, your mind, your everything, what you do must happen your way. There are others in the world, they will do their own thing, it's always there. But at least what is happening in this one person must be your way. This one person must be the way you want him, isn't it? Hello? Others, they will never be 100% your way. Ask the married people, have they been 100% your way? 51% if they're happening your way, you are in control. 51%. If you try 100%, nobody will be with you. If you try 100%, not a single person will be anywhere around you, it's gone. So nobody will happen your way, that's not the problem. This one person must happen absolutely your way. If this person happened your way, will you keep him blissful, wonderful or not? You must do at least this much. If you can make the world wonderful, great. But if not, at least this piece of the world must become wonderful. You must promise me on this International Yoga Day that, I was in Mysore, I was just looking at this, the Prime Minister sitting on the ground with everybody else, lying down, doing yoga. Head of state doing yoga with people on the ground outside, where has it happened? Never happened. I said, this one man is doing all this. Well, got the International Yoga Day in the United Nations for the first time, 173 nations voted for a resolution for the first time for the Yoga Day. That was not a small thing. Since then, many things happened, but the most important thing that needs to happen is at least majority of the Indians should have some yoga in their life. Yoga does not mean twisting and turning and ending up like a leftover noodle. That's not what it is about. Yoga means union. Yoga means union. Right now, is everybody here breathing? No, check and tell me. Because don't take this for granted, one day when we check, it'll happen to you, it'll happen to me. I'll bless you with a long life, but it will happen anyway. Yes or no? So right now you're breathing, it's a tremendous privilege. Breath means what? You are having a love affair with the atmosphere. You are in union with the atmosphere. This breath, your present breath, what is gone into your lungs right now, we do not know where it was yesterday. Maybe it was in Eastern Africa. What do you think? Monsoon winds, I'm saying, what speed are they traveling? In 24 hours, I think they're reaching here. So we don't know where it was. If you experience this, if you really experience what I exhale, these trees are inhaling. What these trees exhale, I am inhaling. If you genuinely experience this, it's a great love affair every breath, yes or no? So right now you're doing yoga, but unconscious. Whatever you're not conscious of does not exist for you. See, right now these dinosaurs standing there, hello? Look at those big dinosaurs. Hey, don't turn back, huh? Come on. There is a huge dinosaur there, but you are not aware of it. It does not exist for you. I'm saying it doesn't matter what is the magnitude of something that's here. If you are unconscious, it doesn't exist for you, isn't it? And every time you eat food, you are in union with the soil. If you are conscious of it, did we have to do save soil business to you? Unconscious. So you must understand, once you have come as a human being, with the competence you have, with the capabilities you have, with the intelligence that you have, unconsciously if you use these things, your intelligence is the most destructive force. Right now that's what it is. Because what should have been the greatest possibility has turned against us in many ways simply because we are wielding it unconsciously. You know, some people… I know I shouldn't say this in the Air Force, but… Air Force Station, but some people in India, we refer to them as unguided missiles. They can go anywhere and blast anywhere. We don't even know who they're aimed at. They will just go anywhere. Out-of-control missiles are there in our country and everywhere. So, if you're an unguided missile, an unconscious intelligence, intelligence becomes the most negative thing. Only if you're conscious, this intelligence becomes a tremendous possibility. It's my wish and my blessing. On this day, you must take some simple yoga. You don't think yoga means, not all that. Simple. Just sit and breathe. Just simply. Keep your hands together, because if you live like this, many things will happen. Just keep them together, not in prayer, simply together. Just breathe. Anyway you're breathing. Can you breathe consciously for 10-12 minutes a day? Hello? See, I'm not even asking you to do anything extra, you're already breathing. Just become conscious. Hello? Just become conscious, because this is your union and this is the basis of your life. This is the very basis of your life, isn't it? One day when this is not here, that means you're not here, it's gone. So right now it is on. You must conduct all the important aspects of your life consciously, like breathing, eating, drinking water, at least these simple things. If you do it consciously, you will know what it means to be in yoga. Because without being in yoga, there is no life. Without union, it cannot exist. You cannot exist without being one with this air around you. You cannot exist without being one with the soil around you. It's just that it takes conscious way of doing it, that's all. So twisting, turning, if you want to do, we can also teach you that. That has its own benefits, but the simple thing is just this: you're aware that you're one with everything, not in thought, just conscious. Like you're conscious that your fingers are moving, you're conscious that you're one with everything. If this much happens to you, you will be a blessed life. It's my wish and my blessing, you must be that way. May you know yoga and live a wonderful life. Thank you very much. So, our mileage reads at 28,134 kilometers, and this is the 653rd event, this event. And Namaskaram sir, I heard the Raksha Mantri is still on the video. Namaskaram sir, wonderful for you to stay, and we really are honored that you came on this day and did this. We really miss that you're not here physically, but it's wonderful you spent time with us on the video. Thank you very much, sir. Sir, if you can give one simple message like save soil, let's make it happen or something, it'll be wonderful, otherwise we would have sent you a placard or something.
Okay, Sadhguruji, I will do it.
Can't hear you.
Huh?
Can't hear.
Oh, okay. No, he said I will…
Thank you.
No, he said I'll do it.
So he says thank you.
Oh, okay. Bye. Namaskaram, sir. Thank you, please. Why Tamil, no English? English is no?
It's coming, sir. May I now request?
There are a few more people they're inviting up for the…
May I now request Air Commodore Rajneesh Verma, Air Commodore K.A.A. Sanjeev, Air Commodore Rahul Gupta, Air Vice Marshal Srikanth. May I request all of you to please join Sadhguru and Air Marshal Indoria up on stage. We'd like to capture this moment in a photograph for the Safe Soil movement. Clap along, ladies and gentlemen, and have your placards up.
If you can turn around and…
Thank you very much. May I request all of you to please turn that way so that we can take a picture of this way.
If you turn around, they will take…
Hold your placards up, you're on camera.
All the air warriors should not think I am anyway flying, why do I need soil? You need to land, all right? Please.
Thank you very much. I'd like to now request the Assistant Chief of Air Staff, Air Vice Marshal S. Srikanth, to please give the vote of thanks.
Good evening, one and all. Honorable Raksha Mantri Sri Rajnath Singh Ji, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev Ji, Air Marshal S.K. Indoria Sir, Senior Air Staff Officers, Southern Air Command, IAF, and all other respected guests. At the very outset, I wish to express my warmest greetings and best wishes to one and all on this International Day of Yoga event, which was concluded very, very successfully, thanks to one and all. योग धर्म नहीं विज्ञान है, इसी से सबका प्रमाण है, इसी से सबका सम्मान है. In other words, it is a science of wellness of youth which always interconnects mind and body. The phrase Yog Karma Su Kausalam means yoga is the efficacy of action. The Indian Air Force always strives for the propagation of yoga and to make it as a way of our daily life, as advised by Honorable Sadhguruji. We believe that yoga is the ultimate mantra for a person to recognize his or her power and potential, and a way to connect the person to his or her consciousness and nature. Today, the auspicious presence of these great personalities had made this year's International Day of Yoga celebration memorable and extraordinary for all of us. So, your esteemed presence itself has inspired us, and your words are ever invigorating. On behalf of the families of Indian Air Force, I express my heartfelt gratitude towards you, sir. The holy soul of India has always gifted such precious gems to the world who have illuminated the world by becoming Vishwa Gurus. It is our blessing that the founder of Isha Foundation, Sri Sadguru Jaggi Vasudev Ji, has spared his invaluable time to be with us today. The Save Soil journey he had commenced to protect the soil, which is the base of our life, is being circumambulated today to 74 countries in 100 days. Most respected Guruji, we are ever blessed by your consistent efforts. I express a heartfelt gratitude on behalf of the entire Indian Air Force family. I also express my heartfelt gratitude to the Civil Administration and Air Force Station Sulur, who have continuously strived for the excellence of the entire program. Once again, I express my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to one and all. I end with a couple of couplets. ये फूल, ये खुशबू, ये बहार, आसमान के चांद और सितारे, इन सब से आप करें संगार. दामन आपका छोटा पड़ जाए, सदगुरु जी और ईशा से मिले आपको इतना प्यार. कर्म करो तो फल मिलता है, आज नहीं तो कल मिलता है. जितना गहरा यदि हो कुआं, उतना मीठा जल मिलता है. जीवन के हर कठिन प्रश्न का हल सदगुरु जी से ही मिलता है. तो जुड़े रहिए, खिले रहिए. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक्स.
Thank you very much. Sadhguru is truly the answer to all our problems. He's got solutions for everyone. And as we celebrate the International Day of Yoga and his culmination of a journey that he's undertaken to redeem us from all the problems, may I request all of you to please join in the 1 billion voices, one anthem, one nation, one emotion. Please rise for the national anthem. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A big round of applause for Honorable Sadhguru, Air Marshal S.K. Indoria, and the entire Indian Air Force family. We say thank you. Kindly remain in your places until he has taken leave. Please do not crowd around his motorcycle. He's still got a long way to go and he is going home. So please allow him to be able to go in peace. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sadhguru, once again.
we will be producing 40% less food than what we are producing right now, and our populations will be 9.3 billion people. The food shortages that could manifest in the next 25 years, the consequences of that is unimaginable. Civil wars will unfold across the world once there is food shortage. What we are facing now is soil extinction. Why is soil becoming extinct? Where is it going away? What is happening to our soil? We must understand, if you add organic content to sand, sand will turn into soil. If you remove all organic content from the soil, soil will become sand. In normal agricultural soil, the minimum organic content should be between 3 to 6%. The most minimum is 3%. At least this minimum to keep the soil alive, to keep the soil as living soil is a must. Agricultural soils across the world, the depletion is so heavy, in most countries, more than 50% of the topsoil is already gone in the last 100 years. The nutrient levels have dropped significantly. The level of micronutrients you would get from your food in early 20th century to what you are getting from the same food now has dropped 90%. If you ate one orange in 1920s, what you got from it, now in 2020, if you have to get the same, you will have to eat 8 oranges. This is what we have done to our food.
Soil is the biggest ecosystem on the planet, and so few people know anything about it. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil probably contains more microbes than there are people on Earth.
The microbial life in the first 12 to 15 inches of topsoil is the basis of our existence. It is this magic beneath our feet which has produced the life that we are. This first 12 to 15 inches of soil is the basis of life for 87% of life on this planet, including you and me.
We have to begin to recognize that what we call our soil, Mother Earth, is a living organism.
Open soils, ripped open by ploughing, open to sunlight, is the basis of destruction of microbial life. So the focus should be on agriculture, the focus should be on seeing that land is under shade as much as possible, some kind of shade, grasses, herbs, bushes, trees. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are in a cusp of time. If you do the right things now, in the next 15 to 25 years, we can significantly turn this situation around and regenerate the soil. But if we allow this to progress like this for another 30 to 40 years, after 40 years if we attempt this, then it could take 150 to 200 years, because that much loss of biodiversity would have happened. From 21st of March for 100 days, the whole world, every human being on the planet should talk soil. We must hear the word soil, save soil everywhere, to see that the narrative on the planet changes towards the most vital aspect of our life, the soil. Each one of you should reach as many people as you can to make this happen. As a part of this, to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated. I'm 65 and I'm riding 30,000 kilometers, a lone motorcycle journey, 30,000 kilometers across 24 nations.
Sadhguru, thank you for what you're doing.
Dear Sadhguru, one of the world's voices and leaders on soil conservation.
وابدا بالنسبه لنا في رابطه العالم الاسلامي As for the Muslim World League, we are completely ready to help you.
You've inspired me to think about soil very differently. I love what you say, that we're all part of the solution and we all have a role to play.
This is my appeal to every one of you, because I don't want this COP15 to end as one more convention with more paper and more paper. This must end with concrete action, and action in such a way that it's implementable. It is implementable, and we will see a distinct change in the coming few years.
This is a perfect confluence of how we see things and the importance of the soil. Save the soil.
Our soil needs nourishment. Save soil. Let us make it happen.
सदगुरु जी ने यात्रा की, दुनिया को मिट्टी के प्रति स्नेह तो पैदा हुआ ही होगा, लेकिन भारत की मिट्टी की ताकत का भी परिचय मिला होगा।
I salute you, your energy and your dedication, and my full support of what is needed from the Palestinian side.
You honor the people of this country. I want to thank you very much.
Soil.
And the movement that you have taken up, I could not expect any more God's blessing than that.
Sadhguru, and this campaign is so important.
We're going to save the soil. Do your part.
Let's save soil and create a conscious planet.
Save soil.
Save our soil. Save soil.
Sadhguru, save soil, my friend.
Save soil. Let's make it happen.
Antigua and Barbuda is part of the Save Soil mission.
We commend you for what you're doing. That is why we are happy to sign the MOU.
The science and philosophy that backs the thought behind the movement is tremendous.
We welcome you in Hyderabad, and please show us the right direction towards policy.
Save soil. Let's make it happen.
It is time to save the soil.
Save soil. Save soil. Let's make it happen.
We know what we must do, so let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Let's make this happen.
Let us make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Save soil. Let's make it happen.
Soil is not our property. It's a legacy that's come to us from previous generations, and we must pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are talking about climate change, carbon emissions, and global warming and various other aspects, but we are not addressing soil. Soil is the habitat upon which zillions of lives thrive. Once there is no richness in soil, then you have forsaken the planet in many ways. Every responsible scientist in the world and the UN agencies are clearly saying we have only 80 to 100 harvests left. That means approximately 45 to 50 years of agricultural soil left on the planet. By 2045, we will be producing 40% less food than what we are producing right now, and our populations will be 9.3 billion people. The food shortages that could manifest in the next 25 years, the consequences of that is unimaginable. Civil wars will unfold across the world once there is food shortage. What we are facing now is soil extinction. Why is soil becoming extinct? Where is it going away? What is happening to our soil? We must understand, if you add organic content to sand, sand will turn into soil. If you remove all organic content from the soil, soil will become sand. In normal agricultural soil, the minimum organic content should be between 3 to 6%. The most minimum is 3%. At least this minimum to keep the soil alive, to keep the soil as living soil is a must. Agricultural soils across the world The depletion is so heavy, in most countries, more than 50% of the topsoil is already gone in the last 100 years. The nutrient levels have dropped significantly. The level of micronutrients you would get from your food in early 20th century to what you are getting from the same food now has dropped 90%. If you ate one orange in 1920s, what you got from it, now in 2020, if you have to get the same, you will have to eat 8 oranges. This is what we have done to our food.
Soil is the biggest ecosystem on the planet, and so few people know anything about it. 1 teaspoon of healthy soil probably contains more microbes than there are people on Earth.
The microbial life in the first 12 to 15 inches of topsoil is the basis of our existence. It is this magic beneath our feet which has produced the life that we are. This first 12 to 15 inches of soil is the basis of life for 87% of life on this planet, including you and me.
We have to begin to recognize that what we call our soil, Mother Earth, is a living organism.
Open soils, ripped open by ploughing, open to sunlight, is the basis of destruction of microbial life. So the focus should be on agriculture, the focus should be on seeing that land is under shade as much as possible, some kind of shade, grasses, herbs, bushes, trees. So it's extremely important that soil regeneration is enshrined in the policy of every government on the planet. We must change the narrative on the planet that soil is a wealth, a legacy we have received from previous generations, and we have to pass it on as living soil for future generations. We are in a cusp of time. If you do the right things now, in the next 15 to 25 years, we can significantly turn this situation around and regenerate the soil. But if we allow this to progress like this for another 30 to 40 years, after 40 years if we attempt this, then it could take 150 to 200 years, because that much loss of biodiversity would have happened. From 21st of March for 100 days, the whole world, every human being on the planet should talk soil. We must hear the word soil, save soil everywhere, to see that the narrative on the planet changes towards the most vital aspect of our life, the soil. Each one of you should reach as many people as you can to make this happen. As a part of this, to activate support from the citizenry to assure the governments long-term investments will be appreciated.
Hey, audience, audience 1. Hey, okay? And I don't ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೊಡಿ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್. Hey, check, hey, okay? Check, hey, hello, check, hey, okay? Audience 2, full set.
Seriously? सीधा टू आगे तो फट से बंद होता है। अल्लाह मैं क्या बोल रहे तुमको समझ ले लो। एमसी का पूरा बैटरी मेन हाँ ಅದು ಇದಿಲ್ಲ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಂತರ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪೇಸರು ಇದು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಪವರ್ ಅನಿಸಿದಡಿಯಾ बात करेगा
चार्ज बैटरी എന്റെ കയ്യിലുണ്ട് ഞാൻ എന്റെ ടക്കനെ കൊണ്ടേ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಕೊಡಿ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ നിക്ക് അതായത് ഓഡിയൻസ് മൂട്ടാണല്ലോ
Check.
Check. Hey. Hello. Check. Check. Hey.
Check.
Hello. Check. Hey. Check. check, hello, hello, check, hey, 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 check, hello, hello, check, check, hey, hey, hello.
Hello, test, check, 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 hello. Test, check, check, hello.
Check, hey, 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 hey.
Hello, check, 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 hello. Test, check, check, hello. Test, check, check, hello. Check 1 1, test, check, check. Hello, test, check, 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 hello.
Check, hello, hello, check, hey, hey, hello, hello.
Hello, check, 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 check. Check, 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 hello. Test, check, 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 hello. Test, check, 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 hello. Can you check? Huh? Hello, check, 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 test, check, check, check. One test, check, check. Hello. Hello. What happened? Good. Hello. Check, check. Vinodana, can you check the Sadhguru mic? Hello. Check, 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 check. Test, check, check, check. Hello. Hello. Test, check, check. Hello. Check 1 2. Hey, test, check 1 1 2. Okay. Can you on the Sadhguru mic? PCR. Hello. Hello. Check, test, check. No, this is mostly this bar. You saying this? No, this is 5. Hello. Check 1, test, check. A, check. Hello. Why is the monitor? The level is reduced. Check. Hello. A, test, check, check. Hello. 1 test, check, check. A. One test, check. The backside is different. The monitor level. Hello. A, check, check. The level is low. Just little increase. Hello. Check, check. A, 1 test, check. Hello.
Okay.
1 test, check. A, check. All. Hello. 1 test, check, check. Check 1 1.
Okay.
Because mute the PCR in the laptop. Hello. Check 1 test, check, check. A, test, check. Hello. Check 1 test, check. Little. Hello. Test, check, check. Little more. Check. Hello. 1 test, check, check. Hello. 1 2. A, test, check, check. 1 2. 1 1. Hello. Hey, check, check. Little more. Hello. Okay, it's fine. But get a feedback.
Definitely you get feedback.
It's not much. Reduce slightly. Hello. Test. No, need more. Hello. Test, check, check. Okay, it's fine. This is fine. Hello. Check 1 test, check. Because test the PCR level. Hello. Test, check 1 test, check. Hey. 1 test, check. Hello. Test, check. 1. The monitor level is okay. We can check the PCR. Can you communicate with the PCR team? Hello. Test, check.
PCR is fine.
Check 1 2. 1 test, check. A.
Tej Sadhguru mic is okay.
Which mic? Is everything ready? Already tested everything. Give it the mic. Hello. Test check. Hello.
I muted. Still you want to check? There it is fine, PCR.
Hello. PCR okay?
Fine.
It's
Yeah,
fine?
all good, yeah.
Okay.
Done, right?
Yeah, done right.
Check. Check. Hello, check. Monitor is not working. Hello, check.
Check. Hey. Check. Hello. Check. Hey.
ऐसा एक कॉल लाइटा कॉल अण्णा ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ
Check. Hello. Hey. Check. Hello. Check. 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 Hey. Check. Hey. Check. Hello. Check. Hello. Okay.
Check. Okay.
Namaskaram. Namaskaram to all the people here and the ones who have joined online. Welcome to all here who are in the presence of Adi Yogi and to those around the world who have joined us virtually. Today is a special day in more ways than one. We are honored and privileged to be at the feet of Adi Yogi and welcoming Sadhguru on the 8th International Day of Yoga. Secondly, today is the culmination of Sadhguru's 100-day motorcycle journey, which he embarked upon on the 21st March in London to spread awareness around the world about the urgency to save soil. Before we begin, may I request you all to please put your phones on silent mode. As Sadhguru says, we all come from soil, live off soil, and we go back to soil one day. So everyone must be a part of this movement. We are privileged to have our national sponsor, PVR, and cine media partner, UFO Movies, whose generous contributions are helping take the Safe Soil movement forward. Sadhguru has been the architect of several path-breaking ecological initiatives in the last 3 decades. But for the last 100 days, Sadhguru has been on an extraordinary global mission to save soil. As a part of this, at the age of 65, he's been riding and spreading awareness relentlessly across Europe, Central Asia, the Middle East, and India, covering 30,000 kilometers as a lone motorcyclist. In this arduous journey, he's been through the icy roads and rains of Europe, through the deserts and scorching heat of Arabia, and the monsoon of India. Across 27 countries, he has been to more than 600 events and hundreds of media interactions and gatherings of people who lined up in cities to welcome him. As a result of Sadhguru's relentless commitment, over 3.2 billion people have spoken about soil in the last 100 days, and 74 nations have extended their support to the Save Soil movement. So, we'd like to share some moments of the Save Soil movement and how the world is reverberating as one to save soil.
இந்த அழகான கரீபியன் நாடுகள் முதல்ல இது ஆரம்பிக்கிறது எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்குது.
I'm happy that these beautiful Caribbean nations have taken this up first.
இது ஒரு வரலாற்று சிறப்புமிக்க தருணம். ஏன்னா மாற்றத்திற்கான முதல் படி இங்க நடந்திருக்குது.
This is a historical moment because the first step for change has started here.
இருப்பதிலேயே மிக பிரபலமான இந்தியர்கள்ல ஒருத்தர். இன்னைக்கு நீங்க செய்யறது ரொம்ப முக்கியமானது. ஏன்னா உங்களை போன்றவர்களை லட்சக்கணக்கானவர்கள்.
One of the most influential people in the world. What you are doing today is very important. What you are doing right now is most important for saving soil. You should not say I love you to your children. You should say save soil, because you are expressing your love in a much more profound way. This is an extraordinary initiative. In these Commonwealth nations, we've been striving for this for many years. For the next 100 days, from March 21st, the entire world should speak about soil. This is not about a bike ride. This is not about this journey. This is not about this song. This is about moving the people of the planet. Will we make it happen?
சத்குரு பேசின மாதிரி இதுவரைக்கும் யாருமே மண்ணை பத்தி பேசினது கிடையாது.
Nobody has spoken about soil the way Sadhguru has spoken. If we come together for this, definitely our voice will be loud.
இந்த இடம் ரொம்ப உற்சாகமா இருக்கு. மக்களும் ரொம்ப உற்சாகமா இருக்காங்க. எல்லாரும் சத்குரு மண் காப்பத பத்தி பேசுறத கேக்குறதுக்காக வந்திருக்காங்க.
The people are very enthusiastic and people are eager to listen to Sadhguru speak about save soil.
இந்த பூமியில இது நம்மளோட நேரம். இங்க நாம என்ன பண்றோம்ங்கிறது
This is our time on the planet. It is in our hands what we do. We should do the right things. I did not feel a part of this movement before this. I had not seen him before, but now I feel that I am part of a global movement.
மண் காப்பும் இயக்கத்தை சப்போர்ட் பண்றாங்க.
These graffiti artists are supporting Save Soil. It's important that the youth be a part of this. We request all the graffiti artists to make use of this opportunity.
ஐரோப்பாவோட ரொம்ப அழகான நகரங்கள் இது ஒன்று.
This is one of the most beautiful cities of Europe.
நம்ம மண்ணை நாம காப்பாத்தணும்ன்ற விஷயம் எனக்குள்ள ஆழமா பதிஞ்சிருக்கு.
It has sunk deep into me that we should save our soil. This is a common problem. This is not of one nation or of one person. As a humanity, we should come together to solve this problem.
எல்லா விதமான மனிதர்களும் ஒண்ணா சேரும் ஒரு கொண்டாட்டம் இது.
This is a celebration where all kinds of people come together. Let us make it happen.
இந்த அழிவுல நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் பங்கு இருந்திருக்குது. தீர்வுக்கும் நாம எல்லாரும்
We all have a part in this destruction. The only way is we all should be a part of the solution.
இத்தாலியை நோக்கி போயிட்டு இருக்கோம். இத்தாலியில இன்னைக்கு ராத்திரி கனமான மழை.
We are going towards Italy. There's heavy rain now.
வெனிஸ்ல இருக்கோம்.
We are in Venice right now. This gives us hope. This is most needed for the future. 2000 years ago, the mistake that this city did was, because of over farming, the soil was eroded and there was great destruction. That was the fall of this city. So the Romans of this age should not repeat the mistake. To increase soil fertility, we are happy to join you. At this time, this is most imperative. The youngsters of this world being part of farming and agriculture is very important. That's the future of the planet.
இங்கே ஜெனீவால இருக்கிறோம்.
இந்த ஒளி அவசரத்தை.
We are in Geneva.
அதே சமயம் இது நம்பிக்கையின் ஒளி கூட.
This is an urgent voice. This is also a voice of hope. We thank Sadhguru for his guidance. Under his guidance, this global movement speaks about Save Soil and brings together people. This magnificent fountain is lighting up for Save Soil. This is lighting up in the green and blue of Save Soil. This cannot be stopped. This will not stop until the solution is achieved.
ரொம்ப குளிருது, ரோடு வழுக்குது, காத்தோட வேகம் ரொம்ப அதிகமாயிட்டே இருக்கு.
It's very cold. The roads are slippery. The wind speed is picking up, but whatever happens, I'll keep going. Do you think this is a problem? That is the only solution. We should save soil. Let's make it happen.
ஒரு புத்துணர்வு ஒப்பந்தம் கையெழுத்தாக இருக்குது. ஈஷா ஃபவுண்டேஷனுக்கும்
We are going to sign an MOU between 4P1000 and Isha Foundation. We are going to work together and create fertile soil. Both of us are working towards the same goal. We wish to increase the carbon content in the soil. I bow down to your initiative. I'd like to thank Sadhguru for this movement. It's my privilege that I shared the stage with him, and this movement is most important for us now.
France ரொம்ப பிரமாதமா இருந்துச்சு.
It's wonderful. France has been wonderful.
இப்ப பிரசல்ஸ்ல இருக்கோம்.
We are in Brussels now. We should come together and create maximum impact. Save soil.
அப்புறமா சாயங்காலம் ஒரு அற்புதமான நிகழ்ச்சி.
A wonderful event in the evening. An enthusiastic crowd. They committed to make this happen. It's wonderful to see people coming together. Save soil is going forward. Let's make it happen.
கடந்த 4 மாசத்தோட செய்திகளை எடுத்து பாருங்க.
You look at the news for the past 4 months. See how many countries have started speaking about soil, because this is picking up momentum. If 300 to 400 crore people start speaking about soil, then that's what the governments will take up. Save soil. This is a very important movement that we support at UNCCD. We request everybody to do everything that you can to save soil. This is our future.
நாம இது நிகழ வைப்போம்.
Save soil. Let's make it happen.
Show me the way. I need someone to show me the way.
ஜெர்மனியோட கல்வி அமைச்சர்
Germany's education minister has officially joined this. He has asked all children to make artwork supporting Save Soil.
Good Arjun, பிரமாதம். நீங்க பிரதமருக்கு கடிதம் எழுதியதற்கு பாராட்டுக்கள்.
Good Arjun, wonderful. Let's make it happen. We are going towards Bratislava. The roads are not great.
பிரட்டிஸ்லாவால உங்களை எல்லாரையும் பார்க்கிறதுல ரொம்ப மகிழ்ச்சி. ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி நாம
It's wonderful meeting all of you.
யாரும் கற்பனை கூட பண்ணிருக்க மாட்டோம்.
None of us would have imagined that we would have to save our soil a few years ago.
உள்ள சமையல் அறையில வந்து என் கூட சமைக்க விரும்புறீங்களா?
தாராளமா.
Do you wish to come inside the kitchen and cook with me? Without the soil being rich, the food will not be rich. If the food is not rich, then our body will not be full-fledged and healthy. What is the name for this? Sadhguru salad.
நம்முடைய முன்னாள் நாயகர்கள் இப்படி எழுந்து நிற்கும் ஒன்றை கட்டமைச்சாங்க.
Our old heroes always built something that stood up like this. But our present heroes should save the soil that is always beneath our feet.
ஆஹா, இது அற்புதமான நகரம் பெல்கிரேட்.
Belgrade, a wonderful city. What UNFAO said hurts me deeply. The food that we are eating right now does not belong even to these little children. It belongs to the unborn child. This is our love and responsibility. For our lives and for the future lives, we should make this happen. The way he spoke that this is everybody's responsibility was so beautiful.
நாம சேர்ந்து இயங்க இது ஒரு அற்புதமான வாய்ப்பு. இந்த சேவ் சாயில் இயக்கத்துக்கு கூட நம்ம பார்ட்னர்.
This is a wonderful opportunity for us to get together and work towards this. What we are doing as a country can be done together.
நடக்கிறோம். அத பத்தி ஒரு அன்பு உணர்வு வரணும்.
We are walking upon this earth and the soil. We should have a connection with the soil. This is just afternoon, but it is 2 degrees. Morning it was below 0 degrees. This is not a weather for biking. We are going from Sofia to Bucharest.
உங்களால முடிஞ்ச விதத்துல எல்லாமே ஒருங்கிணைங்க, குழுவா சேருங்க.
In whatever way you can, organize yourselves, come together somehow and make this happen. Sadhguru reminded me that I have a voice.
இஸ்தான்புலின் மக்களுக்கு ஒரு இன்ப அதிர்ச்சி. சத்குரு இங்க தோன்றினது.
It was a sweet shock seeing Sadhguru. People were so happy to see Sadhguru. There are so many of you here. If all of you stand up with commitment, if you spend just 5 to 10 minutes every day, I need not go endlessly like this on a bike. Yesterday I was driving for 18 hours on these Bulgarian roads.
நேத்து ரொம்ப நீண்ட நேர பயணம் செஞ்சு வந்தோம்.
Yesterday was a long ride in Tbilisi. We got a little delayed to the event. Before entering the event, Sadhguru removed his gloves and threw it towards the car. In the next signal, he removed his jacket. He got down and kept it inside the car. The moment he came to the event venue, he got down from the bike, walked up to the stage and started speaking.
அதாவது இந்த இயக்கத்தோட ஒரே நோக்கம் இந்த செய்தியை புகட்டுறது தான். அதாவது நீங்க மண்ணு மேல நடக்கும்போது
this movement
வாழ்வோட மூலம்னு நீங்க உணரணும். அது உயிரோட வச்சிக்கிறது
wants to do just this. When you walk on the soil, you should remember that this is the source of your life. Will you make it happen?
சத்குரு கடவுள்கிட்ட இருந்து மக்களுக்காக கிடைச்ச ஒரு வரம், பூமிக்கு மண்ணுக்கு ஒரு வரம்.
Sadhguru is a boon to the planet and to the people.
மரம் நடணும், காடுகளை
We should plant trees. We should bring back forests and save our planet.
பிரமாதம். மண்ணுக்காக எழுந்து நிற்பதற்கு உங்களுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் நான் நன்றி தெரிவிச்சுக்கிறேன்.
Wonderful. I thank everybody for standing up for soil.
يا تربة الحبيبة وعدا منا وعهدا والعهد لن يخيبا.
இப்போதைய நிலையில மண்ணு மணலா மாறிட்டு இருக்குது. காரணம் நாம இதுல இருக்கிற கரிமச்சத்தை சுரண்டிட்டோம்.
In the current situation, soil is becoming sand because we are removing organic content from the soil. If we don't return it back to the soil, all the other problems are to be attended to, but that will become immaterial if we don't pay attention to this one thing.
இது நமக்காக இல்ல, இது இவனுக்கும் இவனோட தலைமுறைக்கும் நாம செய்யணும்.
This is not for us. We should do this for him and for the next generation. Let's save soil.
இந்த அற்புதமான பணி தொடரட்டும். உங்களை நான் வணங்குறேன்.
Let this wonderful work continue. We thank you for your energy and enthusiasm. We will do whatever we can for this. We should keep the soil alive for the future generations. Our soil should be fertile because this is our legacy to our children and for the future generations.
ஒரு மோட்டார் சைக்கிள் காரனா நான் சொல்ல முடியும், எனக்கு மோட்டார் சைக்கிள் பிடிக்கும். இது ஒன்றும் ஈஸி இல்லை.
As a biker, I like motorbikes, but I know that this is not easy. He's dedicated and that's what attracts people. When it comes to farming, when it comes to soil, when it comes to soil biodiversity and microorganisms, our borders become meaningless because the soil microorganisms work without borders. They are speaking about doctors without borders. I'm asking you, are you people and beings, are you a life without borders?
அன்பிற்குரிய சத்குரு அவங்க நிலத்தையும் மண்ணையும் பாதுகாக்க உலகத்தில் குரல் எழுப்பும் தலைவர்களில் ஒருத்தர்.
Dear Sadhguru is one of the world leaders who's giving voice to save soil. This should be implemented on the soil. The soil is not taken care of by scientists. It is taken care of by farmers. So this is most important. This initiative should give incentives to farmers. For a certain period, the incentives should be given to farmers. After that, it can be stopped. This is the way. This is my appeal to all of you, because this COP15 should not be one more place where we gathered a few documents. This should be actionable and this should be implementable.
சத்குரு நமக்கு செஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கிற தொண்டு பத்தி சொல்ல வார்த்தைகளே இல்ல.
There are no words to describe what Sadhguru is doing for us. We know what all you had to do to reach here. You've taken so much effort to come here. You've made us proud. You've made the people of this nation proud. We will fully support the Save Soil movement. Thanks a lot.
Let's make it happen.
சவுதி அரேபியா என்ற இந்த ராஜ்யம் 1970களிலிருந்து சத்தமில்லாம பாலைவனங்களை வளமான நிலமா
Saudi Arabia had been silently changing desert lands into fertile soil for many years. But many countries with fertile soils are changing fertile soil into sand. You should make them ashamed. This is very important.
மதம் ஜாதி நம்பிக்கைகள்னு இப்படி பலவிதமா நமக்குள்ள வித்தியாசங்களை ஏற்படுத்தி வச்சிருக்கோம்.
We are creating so many differences between us in the name of religion, nationality, and so many other things. If we work as one humanity, we can turn this around in the next 10 to 15 years. We already love you a lot, Sadhguru. Even before we saw you, we had great regard for you. After seeing you, our love for you has increased. Let's save soil. This is being offered in a way that is implementable. Let's make it happen. Save soil.
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமான விஷயம். சத்குரு பஹ்ரைன் ராஜ்யத்துக்கு வந்திருக்காங்க.
We are glad that Sadhguru is here in Bahrain. You should look beyond your immediate needs and do something that is useful for the world. In today's situation, this is not something that is done out of generosity. This is needed for us to be alive.
உங்களை இங்க வரவேற்கிறதுல ரொம்ப பெருமையா இருக்கு. பஹ்ரைனோட மைய பகுதியில
We are proud to welcome you here. This ancient port of Bahrain. This is a UNESCO site. The most important thing I learned from him is I can live with peace and joy within me.
இன்னைக்கு UAE வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஏர்லைனுக்கு ஒரு மையமா இருக்குது. ஷாப்பிங்க்கு ஒரு
UAE has become a hub for airlines and for shopping.
நினைச்சு கூட பார்க்கல.
But nobody would have thought that this can become an ecological hub. Thank you for being with us, Sadhguru. This is a wonderful journey. UAE will be a partner with you for saving soil.
மண் காப்போம். இதன் நோக்கத்தை நாம முழுமையா ஆதரிக்கலாம்.
We fully support Save Soil. We thank our brother Sadhguru.
எங்க UAE-யும் சேர்த்துக்கிட்டதுக்கு நன்றிகள்.
Thank you for involving UAE in your inspiring journey.
திட்டங்கள்ல சட்டங்களை கொண்டு வர UAE தீவிரமா செயல்படுதுன்னு பெருமையோடு சொல்லிக்கிறேன்.
We'd like to say this with pride that UAE is working intensely to save soil. This is most important on the planet. This should become everybody's mission.
had a meeting with Sadhguruji.
எனக்கு சத்குருஜி கூட ஒரு சந்திப்பு நடந்தது.
I had a meeting with Sadhguru. I think it was in December.
விளைவா நிகழ்ந்தது என்னன்னா, அந்த குறிப்பிட்ட வருஷத்துக்கான சூழலியல் பற்றாக்குறையை
For that particular years
பொருளாதாரமோ வளரணும் தான்.
Environmental deficit, I allotted funds. There should be economical growth, but ecological well-being should be a part of it. Today everybody is speaking about robotics. Robotics should also be a part of agriculture. Right now, a big machine comes and plows the land and keeps it open to the sun. If we involve robotic machines, then they will just plant as it is needed. They will not open up the soils fully. We have the science, we understand what needs to be done, but the technology has not advanced in that direction because it's not part of the soil and the law.
ஓமனா இன்னொரு பாலைவனத்துல ஓட்டணுமான்னு கேட்டேன். இல்ல சத்குரு, ஓமன் கேரளா மாதிரி இருக்கும்னாங்க. உங்க நாட்டுல
I asked them,
பசுமையா இருக்க முடியும்னா
Oman, is it one more desert? They said no, Oman will be like Kerala. If you can make one part of your country green, then to extend it to the entire country, you just have to put a little more effort.
பாரதத்துக்கு திரும்புறது எப்படி இருக்குன்னு விவரிக்க வார்த்தைகளே இல்லை.
There are no words to describe how wonderful it is to come back to Bharat.
இப்போ 74 நாடுகள் ஒப்பந்தத்துல கையெழுத்து போட்டுருக்காங்க.
74 countries have declared that they will work to save soil.
மண்ணின் காவலர் சத்குரு இருக்கிறது பெருமை சேர்க்கிற பாக்கியமான விஷயம்.
We are proud that Sadhguru is with us today.
நம்ம பாரத புனித பூமியில நான் அடியெடுத்து வைக்கிறது, ஜாம்நகர் மண்ணா இருக்கிறது என்னோட அதிர்ஷ்டம்.
It's my privilege that I am setting feet inside India at Jamnagar.
மண்ணையும் விலங்குகளையும் மற்ற உயிர்களையும் கவனிச்சுக்கிறது மூலமா மட்டும்தான் மனிதன் உயிர் வாழ முடியும்.
Only if we take care of the soil and other wildlife and other organisms, human beings can live well. Many things described in this document are new to me, so I'm going to read this. Gujarat will be a part of this and will definitely take action for this.
கடந்த 2 நாட்களா நீங்க குஜராத்ல இருக்கீங்க. எங்க குஜராத் உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்கா?
You've been in Gujarat for the last 2 days. Do you like our Gujarat? The people are cool, but the city is very hot. In the next 3 years, you should promise that you will make this place cooler for the future generations.
இந்த நாட்டுக்காகவும் இந்த தேசத்துக்காகவும் இந்த மண்ணுக்காகவும்
for this country and for this nation and for our soil, I'm inspired that I should work more for this.
Maharana.
My privilege that I am here for the Jayanti of Maharana Pratap. I did not plan for this.
இந்த இயக்கம் அற்புதமானது. அது மட்டும் இல்ல, இந்த செய்தியை எல்லாருக்கும் கொண்டு போய்
It's a wonderful movement.
நம்ம பங்கா களத்துல
We should reach this to everybody.
செஞ்சே ஆகணும்.
We should definitely do our part to make this happen.
மண்ணை கட்டாயமா காப்பாற்றணும், உனக்காக தான். சரியா?
You should definitely save soil.
எல்லாருக்கும் நமஸ்காரம். உங்க ஆதரவும் நல்லா கூட இருக்குமா?
Namaskaram to all. Will I get your support for this?
மாண்புமிகு பிரதமர் சர்வதேச சூரிய சக்தி கூட்டணியில இருக்கிறதால ஒரு மகத்தான வாய்ப்பு காத்திருக்குதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். உலகத்துல
Our Honorable Prime Minister is part of the Solar Alliance, so this is a great opportunity. From what I've spoken to world leaders, our Indian Prime Minister can lead the world towards saving soil. Sadhguru's journey has been a long journey and a challenging journey. He's been traveling on bike. Looks like he's been wanting to do it since his young age, but it's a very difficult journey. Sadhguru has done a great job through this journey. I will tell one thing with conviction. The world would have fallen in love with soil by now, but the world would also have gotten a taste of the strength of Indian soil.
உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். நன்றி.
ஒரு தலைநகரமா மற்ற யாரை விடவும் உங்களுக்கு பொறுப்பு அதிகமா இருக்குது. இதற்கான
As a capital city, you have more responsibility than the rest of the people. Until the policies are in place, you should keep it up. Let's make it happen.
நதிகளை மீட்போம், மண் காப்போம். இந்த ரெண்டு இயக்கங்களுமே ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமான.
Rally for rivers, save soil. Both of these initiatives are very important. This inspires people. 25 crore people of Uttar Pradesh will support this.
மண் காப்போம் இயக்கம், இதுல நாங்க எல்லோரும் உங்க கூட இருக்கோம்.
All of us are with you in the Save Soil movement.
மத்திய பிரதேசத்தின் சார்பாகவும் இங்கு வாழும் 8.5 கோடி மக்களின் சார்பாகவும் மத்திய பிரதேச அரசாங்கத்தின்
On behalf of Madhya Pradesh and the 8.5 crore people here and the Madhya Pradesh government, we promise you that we will fully support you for Save Soil movement.
கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு மாசமா அரேபிய பாலைவனம், அப்புறம் குஜராத், ராஜஸ்தான், உத்தரப்பிரதேசம், ஏன் மத்திய பிரதேசத்துல கூட சுட்டெரிக்கிற வெயில்ல பயணிச்சோம்.
For nearly 1 month, we were in the burning sun of Saudi Arabia, Rajasthan. So this monsoon rain is a welcome rain for us.
மோட்டார் மீட்டர் சொல்லுது. இப்போ நாசிக்ல
The motorcycle meter is saying it's over 25,000 kilometers. We are right now in Nashik.
நான் இந்த நோக்கத்துல உறுதியா இருக்கேன். சுற்றுச்சூழல்ங்கிறது எனக்கு ரொம்ப நெருக்கமான ஒரு விஷயம். அதோட இது
Ecology is something that is close to my heart, and I believe that this is about life or death for us.
இது இந்தியா பற்றியது இல்லை. இது மாநில ரீதியானதும் இல்லை. இது நமது
This is not about India, this is not about the state, or this is not about our area. This is a global movement.
தெலுங்கானா அரசாங்கத்தோட சார்பா நான் உங்களுக்கு உறுதி கொடுக்கிறேன்.
On behalf of the Telangana government, we promise you that we will fully support you in your initiative. Thank you. Let's save soil.
ஐநூத்தி 62 நிகழ்ச்சிகள், 26,000 கிலோமீட்டர்,
562 events, 26,000 kilometers. Just